EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you along for the ride this year. It's the Monday night opener, and off we go here with week 1. And this one will not be returned. Early chance to see the new rule in action as this ball will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. On play action, here's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Nice run there by McCaffrey, and the reigning Offensive Player of the Year picks up right where he left off a season ago. Over 2,000 yards for scrimmage. 2nd time he's done that in his career. This is one of the most dynamic players, regardless of position, in the entire NFL.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll motion over Thielen. Now it's the rookie out of Louisville. It's Isaac Guerendo. And the Niners are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. One more time, it's Guerendo. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Now Purdy. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's the rookie from Wisconsin. It's Braylon Allen. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this one up to the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. On the handoff, it's Allen. And he gets this up close to the 40. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. So quarter one in the books, the opening Monday nighter of this new season. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. This a design run with Fields. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
He'll take off again. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Jets will take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here's Fields. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Now a carry for Allen. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And when Braylon Allen gets rolling, look out, because when he runs behind his pads, people tend to bounce off. Reminds me a lot of A.J. Dillon when he came out of Boston College. This Wisconsin running back is ready to roll.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Fields now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw, Fields.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Smith will come in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Ayuk certainly established himself last year as a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL. He produced a 1st down on over 80% of his receptions, and so far, he's picked right up where he left off as he earns a new set of downs for this offense. And keep an eye on the zone as well.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing here, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 4.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now it's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it.
Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is
now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Fields. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Fields throwing again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Justin Fields.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Zerline now for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Jets 28, 49ers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Guerrero on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown. 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 8. Now Fields going to move them around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that almost their first INT in the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run with Allen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Jets, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.